Hello, everybody. I am live. So today we will be finishing up the picture we started in. I think we'll start be doing this one. We'll finish up this one today. While I was going through my stuff, I found I had some other stuff. I'm thinking maybe an orange background, but we'll see. While I was going through my stuff, I found some pencils. I guess the girls did when they were here last weekend, and I didn't realize that they had been looking at this. So I didn't realize they had been looking. Hi, Michelle. I thought you were streaming. I had seen that you were streaming. So what I ended up finding was, everybody thinks this is a Black Widow case, but it is actually. Look what I found when I was looking for this. I think this is the 96 set of pencils, the newer Schriffer Faerbens. I bought them a long time ago, but I left the link down below for anybody who wants to see them. So I don't even think I swatched these, to tell you the truth. Really, I don't. So, I don't even think I swatched these. I was like, this is 470. What color is this? Blue Lagoon. I haven't seen these in a while. Aw, I hope that they didn't end because of me. And this is, what is this one? 473. Cocalitos water. So, I think the girls saw these, and I didn't. My nieces saw these, and they were like, "What are these?" And they'll tell me they don't like something, or they do like it. Children like to make everything. So we're gonna make the water Coca-licious. I actually like this water color. It's actually really pretty color. I've been actually, guys, 1 week me and my mother, in order for us to go to the store and do groceries, we did a really big thing, but it wasn't just like a grocery. It was like a grocery cleaning supplies and some stuff for the house that we needed to get. So, but I've been having trouble getting a job. It's like you need this qualification, you need this certification for that. So I've been taking some classes online. Like I'm taking a 370 course thing just so I can get certified. So I'm taking that through Udemy, and then I'll get my certificate, right? And then I got to get another certificate for QuickBooks. Yeah, over here they want you to be certified in QuickBooks, so I have to get a certification for that. And they were actually pretty reasonably priced at Udemy. The course was like, I think, what were they, like $25 and $30, the different classes, because they were having a sale. Normally, the courses were like, what are they normally, like $200. So once I complete them, maybe I'll be able to get a job, but I'm getting worried that I'm going to have to take a $17 an hour job. So just so I'll have a little bit of things coming in. Right now, I'm not buying. Oh no, why was it glitchy? Or was it a YouTube thing? I hate when it's glitchy. Like, you're like, why are you glitchy? And I believe these are the Schriffer Faerbens, but I believe this is the 96 set, because when I got my original set of Schriffer Faerben, all they had was the numbers, and it was 72. It wasn't 90. There was no 96 set. So someone asked me, will I get the Caran d'Ache Luminance in the 100 set? Now, I have the 76 set, I think, yeah. Mm-hmm. My internet has been okay. Sometimes, though, things do not work very well. Sometimes our internet goes down, too, because, the cable, the heat. Yeah, my problem is different than your problem. We get the heat is just insane. You know, here we recycle so much stuff. You know, here everything is recyclable, which I was like stunned to learn. So much stuff is recyclable. Oh, and if we finish that book, I have another book already in store. This is, I think, Women of the World or Girls of the World, but I'm not sure if it's volume one or volume two because I have another one, but it's a different cover. It's a very different cover with very different girls or women, depending on what you want to do. I did put down my wish list, guys. So, see, I have the Swedish edition of this book because I got it off, I think, Book Depository. This. So, I really wish that Witch's Cottage had been out when I had gotten this book because then I would have had both of them. But alas, that was not to be. Mm-hmm. You guys can see that I have blue. I have both sharpeners out. I have my lemonade. I actually have been using mix because it's just. Mm-hmm. This is called Coca-licious water. Coca-litos water. I think I bought these right before I moved, so I didn't have a chance to actually color in these. I'll swatch these. Yeah, I think I've colored in about 40 books this month so far. So I came back with a vengeance. But I've also been doing some classes, relearning things for, you know, so I can get a job in financial accounting. Yeah, and then I found out that Netflix dropped they're saying that there's a bonus episode of Sandman, so I'm like, I might watch that tonight or I watch my wrestling. It depends on what I want to do. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking purple. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like I gotta, you know, but the classes take a while to do, you know, because it's divided into sections. So I'm still in the Excel section, believe it or not. That program has a tremendous, guys. I will tell you, Excel has like a tremendous amount of stuff to learn. What I really want to learn is PowerPoint. I really want to learn that. There's a section where you learn PowerPoint in the course. So. I kind of was happy to find this. And then I watched an episode from American Horror Stories last night with Mom. It was just one episode, you know, but it was a good one, you know. It was the one with the driving. Mother likes those things. I do too, to a point. I'm still in recovery over the Stranger Things. Tell my mother she can't watch Stranger Things without me. I did watch the first episode of She-Hulk. I thought that was hilarious. If you guys want hilarious, I tell you the She-Hulk episode was utterly hilarious when I watched it yesterday. I don't think I've laughed so hard in a long time. Me and my mother, we watch a lot of different things. I've watched the first season of Only Murders in the Building. That's the Selena Gomez, Martin Short murder mystery. Well, there are some books I feel like Michelle, do you ever feel like this, that there are some books that you color more than others? Not because you don't like the book. Yeah, like, what books do you think you work on more? I think I work a lot more on like grayscales. I am kind of like in Cute and Creepy by Camilla D'Erico, I just got the book. I was like, oh, these are like interesting pictures. I don't think I'll be coloring all of them. And then you know what happened? I ended up coloring a lot of them. And they're coming out different than what I imagined them to be coming out to be like, not in a bad way, just different. I don't remember doing a swatch for these, so it seems like I don't know what the colors are. It's just only because I never did a swatch of these. But this is the thing I don't like about double-sided spreads, double-page spreads. So you see, I did that to get the colors right. Everything comes with different things. I have been taking my medicine and doing things, My brother says that he's going to drop off his, we're going to have my brother's bulldog come and stay with us for 3 days, probably, next month, because my brother's going to Legoland with the girls. That should be a fun trip. They're going to stop here first. Drop him off a little bit. The girls really liked when they came here last time because, there's a pool. It's one of the clubhouses has a pool, and they have certain hours when the kids come so they can enjoy the pool. They have like kid hours. Well, because people have their grandchildren visiting, you want the grandchildren to enjoy. And of course, there are rules. The kids have to be accompanied by an adult, of course. If you're under 18, you have to, these are just the basic rules. House 6 has an amazing view. Don't worry, that's the laundry. So, you know. No, I feel like yeah, like I was really happy to find things and different things. Hi Danielle, how are you? This is from the Schriffer Faerben. This is called Cocolicious Water. The blue. Yeah, these are the Schriffer Faerben. This one is called Cocolitos Water. Yeah, I've been coloring with my markers a lot in my spare time. That's because they're a little bit less messy. But it's kind of funny because I had to go through all the refills because all my skin tones ran out. You know, I ran out while I was coloring. So then I had to go like take them down. What's wrong with your channel? Did it have a glitch? Did it have something wrong with it? We all get mad and upset sometimes, like, nothing works. Why does nothing work? You know, when I'm mad or frustrated with my channel, I do something else. But then, you know, like a lot of the thing is because I'm not certified for a lot of things here, I have to go and take classes. So I've been taking some classes. That's why I haven't been on live as much. And also sometimes, you know, me and my mother go out, we go and we have to do grocery shopping. So it depends on where we go to go grocery shopping. The buses will bring us, there's community buses that bring us to different shopping centers, depending on what we want to do if we want to go outside the village. But they're not available. They work on the weekdays, but they're not available on the weekends. So if you want to get some groceries, you should go Monday through Friday. You know what it is? Did you advertise it on your Twitter, on your social media thing? Like, I get very low views compared to a lot of other big channels, but that's okay. But here's the thing. Did you put tags on it? I was told the reasons why my viewership is lower is because I'm not putting tags on it. You need to go back in and put some tags on it. Like, you know how I put adult color in Hanna Karlzon, Tales from the Forest Kingdom, colored pencils, florals. If it's a floral coloring book, if I'm doing Korean books, then or Asian books, like Korean, Asian, Chinese coloring books. Did you tweet it? I never put tags. I never used to put tags in. I have Twitter. Twitter is a good promotional tool. You promote it on Twitter, you get a lot more views. Also, good guys, remember that channels take time to build up. They don't come overnight. Like my channel didn't grow for a long time, but I was doing it for a while, and it took a while to get it, but eventually it did come through. Keep that in mind, Danielle. You just have to keep with it and be dedicated. You know, don't give up, is what I say. Okay. So now we will do the flowers. purple pink. That's nice. I like that. Yeah, sometimes any views at all. So don't feel bad. It's like sometimes everything. Yes, people like live streams. I love live streams. But right now I'm taking classes so I can get a job. Thank you, Pamela. You know, these classes are kind of like I'm still in the Excel things and I'm like relearning a lot of things that I had forgotten about the program. And it's not because, you don't use the program. It's just like some of these features are like a little redundant. I don't want to say redundant, but maybe you forgot them. So I'm still like in the Excel chapters, and then they're going to go into like, oh, here's some of the more advanced functions. After I'm done with this chapter, then the next few chapters, then I go to another section, which is the more intermediate. I know, right? It's like, I saw somebody do a page in like a Kirby book, right? And I really liked what they did with their Kirby picture. Like, when you like the picture. Feel like you get inspired to do it yourself. Like someone did a Kirby picture, the three fates. I saw what they did with their picture, and then that inspired me to do that page because I'm like, oh, I like what they did. I'm going to try that. Well, I've wanted to do the unicorn page for a while. It's just, that was like the first. No, what it is also when you post, it's also, taste. Don't take it personally. The videos that I see get a lot of views are haul videos. Mostly, that's what people like to watch, haul videos. And supply videos. See, and this is a different color, kind of purple. Don't take it personally, Danielle. See, look at that. These are the Schriffer Faerbens we're using. These are the 96 set. These are the revised set. Because remember, the first set didn't have names and numbers. So. I don't have that. What's it called? TubeBuddy? I don't know what TubeBuddy is. I've been watching wrestling, so I was really happy to see some of the returns, like Dexter Lumis. And did you hear what happened yesterday with WWE? 22 UK NXT UK stars released. Yesterday. True, but that helps too. But TubeBuddy, I have to remember that one. Maybe that can help me my tags. Yeah, it's all from the NXT UK brand though. Someone said, "Oh, nobody watches UK." I go, "I do." They kind of spoiled the end of the tournament because in regular NXT they're like about 2 weeks out of the regular. I think they record like ahead of time, but because they had Tyler Bate, and if you saw NXT Heatwave, then they had Tyler Bate come and hold his trophy with Braun Breaker after his match was over with JD McDonough. And they announced that they're restructuring NXT UK. It's no longer going to be NXT UK. It's going to be now NXT Europe. So they're restructuring, and then they can't use the BTK Sports Arena in London because right now it's being used for soccer. Yeah, I know, right? Blooming Bouquet. Let's see what this looks like. These colors are 5-800. You have to remember we used Holbeins, polychromos, Prismas. I think, yeah, Prismas are like my always go-to pencil. These are like, what's funny is I looked on these now. When I bought them, they were like only like 20. I think they were like what, $30 when I bought them a long time ago. Which makes me feel sad because I like this one a little bit better. That might be a little too dark. I think the Blooming Bouquet is better. And then here's Carnation. What is this one? This number is what? 270. They have numbers. They didn't have numbers when I 268. So you have an audience, so it's not like Carnation. Thank you. I think we're gonna do Blooming Bouquet. So these are my Schriffer Faerbens. I had forgotten I even owned those. Carnation. So I'm gonna do this one. Blooming Bouquet. I don't know. What did I drop? Looks like I'm in something. Everything takes time to do. It is so hot here. Sometimes I go out, like if you go out early in the morning, it's okay. But when you go out in the afternoon or evening, like after 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, it's okay. The thing is over here, everything is so scary. My mother actually, a few days ago, went outside to pick up a delivery. All of a sudden, she saw a coyote. My mother said it was big, it was scary. And that thing could probably eat a human being, but they very rarely will attack you. I'm thinking as I color this that it doesn't really need a background. Unless the other thing that I don't like about some of these art books is that, if you color it from the other side, all of a sudden you'll see the dentation in it. And I'm like, I don't like when I see that. Like in my Ticket to Dreams books, I got to try and find the blue that I used. I think it was a pastel, but I don't have any pastels. So I'm like, not even cheap ones. So I'm like, I got to try and find a blue that matches the the side of it. See, we're doing flowers, which takes a long time to do flowers. Some people will spend a whole stream going, oh, flowers like this, click, click, click. And I finally finished the Forever Whip, guys. I was so happy I finished my Forever Whip in what's it called? Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. So now I can move on. There'll probably be another Forever Whip at some point. So now we have to sharpen again. Yes, yeah. It gets frustrating, especially when you're not getting that many views and you're like, I don't know why other people doing the same thing I'm doing and they're getting more views. I don't get as many views as which would I don't have it right now. I have it in the other room on the pile of things I finished for the month. So I don't actually have it in this room. I have it in the other room. So it's in this room. And then I like this little frog here. And the girl here. You can do all kinds of gem work here. Those pencils that I got from the $5, the 5 and below, they're actually not bad. They're really not bad. They work really well. They work really well in my Throne of Glass book. And I have a big whip one too. So that book is taking me longer to do than I thought it would. I don't own any Lulu Mayo books. Well, if I did, I probably gave them away to my nieces because they like those kind of books. But I don't need to have every book in existence. I only want the books that I really, at this point, I only want books that I really want to color in rather than want and need. See how colorful this is? So what is everybody's go-to pencil? Mine are, I would say my 3 go-to pencils. Well, I would say my 2 go-to pencils are my Holbeins and my Prismas. So I think we're pretty much done with this picture now. We finished the Forest Kingdom picture. So that is my 3rd picture in this book this month. So now let's go to Women of the World or Girls of the World. Crayola Lyra. Not my Lyras, by the way. I found my, what are they, the Lyra Rembrandts. So now that we did that, I'll put this somewhere where you can find it. So now we will go find a picture in this. I should have picked. Intel's is a nice book. I have to do some more work in that book. You know which book I've come to really like? The Nelko Nico book. I really like that book a lot. And for a picture. I saw one that I really liked. Now I can't find it, of course. This is the problem. Sometimes you find a picture you really like and then you can't find the book. That is really a nice. I think I want to do this one. I want to do this one. You know what? This is a good way to test. I don't know where this is in the world, so we just color the way we do. We're not following a strict guideline. Like some of the Korean books will give you an example. Well, this is what you could do with it. I'm not sure if this is Korean, Chinese, or Japanese, or even Chinese. You guys will help me with this book. Well, I don't remember where I bought this. I probably bought it from, where did I buy it? Probably from Etsy, Amazon Japan, 70s Books. No, 70s Books used to have a store on Etsy. Now she has her own website. Keep that in mind, guys. I saw a preview today of the new Maud Lamone book. Oh, what a pretty, pretty book that's going to be. That's going to be such a pretty book. These are actually much easier to color with than I thought they were going to be. White ivory wheat butter. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the wheat down. Can you layer with these? Let's see. This. Can you layer with... No, everybody says you can't layer with this kind of pencil. You can't layer with the Tombows. You can't layer with this pencil. Not true. Wheat, which is 20. If you like, polychromos are very good, but I find like for polychromos, that's like if I want to do a final layer, or if I want to do other things, like if I want to do buildings and things like that, or castles, I find those are better for those things. Like, but for everything else, I like my prismas and my Holbeins because I can layer and I can blend the pencil so much easier. So I'm still looking forward to the new season of La Brea. That's that time show where they traveled back in time through some earthquake or something crazy happening. Well, you notice how light I'm going with the pencil? Oh, really light with that pencil. I'm streaming! Well, I guess the guys came with the door because when we got our entertainment unit to put our CDs and DVDs in, she did that. So, you know how that works. So then we're going to go to light yellow. So if you're hearing voices in the background, that's probably my mother with the delivery men who are holding. You know, Prismas actually do play nicely with other pencils. It's just how you put the pressure on them. Like, I find that Prismas work well with Black Widows. Prismas work well with Black Widows. They work well with the Holbeins, believe it or not. I saw a video where someone didn't have Holbein, but they wanted the same colors as Holbein pastel. So you know what they did? They played around with different brands, and they found that if they mixed their Prismacolors, I forget whose video it was, but somebody did a video where they blended pencils together. Prismas work well with Prismas. They work well with polychromals, and they work well with the Holbeins. And believe it or not, they work very well with Copic markers. Especially if you need to fix skin tone, if your Copics dry up and you don't have ink refills. So you fix it with the Prismacolor peach and the things. It's like getting Copic markers a little bit at a time, you know. I didn't get all my Copics at once. I got them a little at a time. Now I have a nice, decent set of Copics. So not always. Depends on the person. I'm not going to say that every person is different, but, you know, for me, I'm different than other people. See, and I like warm colors, you know, like this is like a yellowish orange. You know, and I'm also seeming to like that Autumn Scenes coloring book from Creative Haven. No, I wish they would come out with the Rose Windows too coloring book. So I thought today we would use these because I haven't used these yet. You know, I'm not liking my star choice though. Not at all. No problem. I'll tell you right now. I'm trying to use up my Star Joy colored pencils because they just look better. I'll tell you right now, the house is starting to feel like a home again. It was like I must do a stream today because I feel bad when I don't do a stream, but I'm also trying to get a job, and sometimes you have to eat, sometimes you go out, get certain things. But you see how the color is building up in this? When I'm going light with my pencil. Someone said, well, you can't layer with these pencils. You can't layer with that. Pish posh. You can layer with pretty much almost any pencil, even Crayolas. And someone said to me, well, you can't do grayscale with pencil. I go, nonsense, you can. I have a few books where there's grayscale in them, but I can't use marker in those books, so I have to use pencil. But in that book, in the Christina Norway book, the Prismas do the best. Not the Prismas, the Holbeins do the best one. This is maple. See, it's working. See how the hair comes out differently now? So I guess the door got put on. And I think these now are what, like 40, I think these retail now for about $48. When I got them, they were on sale for, I think, what, $30? Would I recommend these pencils? Yes. Because to me, I can layer them. Most times you can't layer. Sometimes you can't layer. Sometimes you get lucky and you can layer. I think I'm going to have to use a whole line to finish them off. Well, I guess this could count for Color Your Hoard because I haven't colored in this. I think this is Girls of the World or Women of the World, volume 1 or 2. I'd have to look back at what I've purchased. Oh, guys, you can go to Book Depository right now. I was told this by a few people. If you go to Book Depository, they have a bunch of Asian stuff there right now. Like, I'm talking like gangbusters right now over at Book Depository for Asian books. Usually I go to Etsy or I go to 70s Books or I go to Amazon Japan for a lot of my Asian books. I'm not kidding, guys. Really, I'm not kidding. The best places to go for Asian coloring books are 3 places. Everywhere else, you'll end up getting like iffy and stuff. Etsy, there's like a whole bunch of good sellers there. Really, very good, very nice sellers. The one that does Cool Craft, which is Moon, she does such lovely work. And then there's June over at 70s Books. It's also another good one that I like. Amazon Japan is a good place to get books too. I mean, they take a while, but they do come through. And right now, a lot of people are getting, and I'm seeing it. See, this is coming out too light, her hair for me. That's because I'm not pressing hard enough. I'm going to put it as Autumn Leaf, the final piece in her hair. And that's what I'm going to do as her final piece for her hair. I'm still thinking about what color her outfit should be. You can tell how the hair comes out. You know, I feel like bad when I don't give you like streams for a while because, you know, we have a lot of things. No, and it's not because I don't want to do streams. It's just like I'm trying to get certified to do things. Yeah, I like that. So then that's that. So now, done. See, I have the colors here, but I like. No, I also like my Black Widows. The only thing I don't like about the Black Widows is they go so fast sometimes. Do you and Michelle, do you find that when you use the Black Widows, they go really, really fast for you? Mm-hmm. That's for skin tone. Let's see. Yeah. No, I want one leaf. Frick. Where's my autumn leaf? It's like I don't see my autumn leaf. And then I found it. You know, and I'm missing a color in my whole line, so I'm like, Those are nice pencils, the Schriffer Faerbens. See? Whole lines blend. Yeah, doing hair takes a while, especially if you're layering it. Well, you see how the colors come. Now that I have the whole line, sometimes you don't even have to blend when you're done layering. I don't layer. I don't blend. Well, I wouldn't say that. No, I can't believe the luminance now costs more than the whole lines. The full set of 100 luminance pencils costs more than what the whole lines cost, which to me seems insane to think that that's really impossible. You get a nice hair thingy. Let me show you the hair. What color should we color her outfit? Thinking blue, purple, or green. Thinking green. I don't know why green, but I'm thinking green. Like a turquoise, maybe. I think blue or green would be really nice. Oh no. Why would somebody do that? You know, I always hate when they do that because then, you know, you have to make all the count adjustments, all the work you've done. You know, Keely, that's just a shame. But somebody would be very upset because, you know, I've put so much work into this channel. And I'll tell you right now, I've never colored a page in this book. Oh no. Come on, you shouldn't let this hinder you. I would never let that hinder me. Let's read it over there. So it'd be possible. You know, for me, this is the first page I'm doing in this book, so I guess it could count as a color your hoard. No, it's kind of funny because I'm like going back in older books now and just coloring, like pretty coloring books. Like I really am enjoying a tremendous amount of new stuff. You know, when I go through my book, sometimes I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this one in a while. You know, I've been enjoying a lot of things. I applied for 2 more jobs this morning on Indeed. So I really like this. Taking classes is really important to me. Also get new security, update your security software. Like, you know, put, you know, like, you know, your Trend Micro or whatever you use for your security things. You know, I change my my passwords periodically too. Change your password periodically as well. So this way then nobody can hack it. Update all the internet protocols. Like update your antivirus, your firewalls. That's the first thing I do. Second thing, change all your passwords. I know it's a pain, but a necessary thing. Like her hair, for whatever reason, it didn't come out. I've been feeling good, I maintain my medicine. I just, walk around a little bit here and there. I've been good, But, I've been a little bit on the depressed side because every time I get last interview to give it to somebody else, so I have to take an assessment test. So, and the other thing is, if you're not certified, they don't really want to hire you for accounting work. My old job, it was like, oh, you just don't have to be certified. You can just work. In California, they do everything very differently. There are different rules. There's even different rules about recycling here, which I was like totally stunned that certain things were recyclable. You go around. I remember this from using markers. You get better coverage. See, when the light shines on it differently. That's because the light hits so differently here. You gotta get on using a lot more ice. I think I've done as much as I can. No problem. So then, yeah, I'm making them down a list of everything that I run out of. If I run out of like whole lines and other things. Like this blue. This is called sky blue. Looks good. Hi, Emily. How are you? We were doing Forest Kingdom, but now we're doing a Korean book. I think this is called Woman of the World or Girls of the World. So the commercial is Korean, Japanese, Chinese. Well, it's definitely not Chinese. Yeah, we did the Forest Kingdom first, and then we went to this. We finished up what we were doing now. This is called Sky Blue. We were working with my Schriffer Faerben pencils before, so. This is just pressure, different pressure. I'm not even coloring. Doing some shading. This is when you put on light pressure. Believe it or not, this is the same color as this, just lighter. This is called, what is this called? Sky Blue. I didn't realize there was a hand there. Sometimes you don't realize certain things are in the picture till you start coloring them. See, with the whole one, you don't even have to press hard to get a lot of color. No, some pencils you have to press really hard. You see, this is me not even going that light with the pencil. I'm going lighter. I'm going to take another blue. Let's take another pass. So we got that blue in there. That blue is wow. So then we're going to do another blue. This is called turquoise blue. Well, if you had been here earlier, you would understand why she's mad. Some colors look better when you press them hard. Some colors don't look as good when you press them not as hard. Lately, I seem to be having a little affair with blues and purples and pinks. Maybe next time we'll do a mandala. Yeah, I think we'll do a mandala. Next time more grayscale. And this can be considered a, we got to believe things will get better. We can't always make them happen right away. So, yes, we do. You have to keep the faith. Okay, I'll just put that down. And look how nice that sharpened my Holbein. The Holbeins, someone asked me where did I buy my Holbeins. I'll tell you honest to God, I bought them little by little. Me a 12 set of the pastels a long time ago. And then I wanted to try the 50 pastels and I got that. Then I wanted to try the rest of the colors. The thing is sometimes you see a pencil that just speaks to you. And we all then we just do into skin tone. Then we just have skin tone. I'm not coloring backgrounds. This color giving off a lot of wax. You know, I'm getting a lot of wax in this thing. A little residue with this color. You know, some of the blues do this. I don't know why, but they do this in some of the Prismas too. Now, if we were using the Black Widow skin tones, I'd be like, this is what I use for that. I should have made this purple, but that's okay. I think because we used so much purple in the other picture. Okay. Rose pink. Get my white pencil. I always like colors. I always like laying that down. Yeah, I know, right? The blue is really pretty. That blue is really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put down the white. I always like putting down white as a base color for my skin tone because then it lightens up all the other colors. You don't really. A little white over the fingernails in case I accidentally blend the. Okay, we do the white. Then what color next? Ivory. I'm going to do the ivory color. Shell pink. Now, if I had my luminance or my Pablo, in luminance I would use titanium white or buff titanium to do it. If I had my Pablo, I would use the granite rose to do all the layering. So, but we're going to use the Prismacolor light peach to buffer it when we add all the colors together. Because I don't have my blender. Dark green. Wow. That's certainly an interesting thing. Dark green here. Definitely stand up with that hair color. Apricot. I really should keep track of what color combos I'm doing when I do skin tone. cherry blossom. This is like the granite rose. I just love granite rose is like one of my favorite colors in the Pablos, but this is like maybe a close second to it. You know, there's certain tones that you realize are the same in some sets, but they just have different names. Then now we will put down the white peach. Original color, yeah, keep one around. I have like 10 of these, or 8, 9, I think 8 now. And then before I left my house, I think I have a lot of buying spree with the Christmas color white peach because I can never find it in the store, so I decided to buy a lot of them at the time. And yes, this is broken down the middle, but doesn't mean it can't be used. If you ever see your thing like this, doesn't mean it can't be used. Just be really careful when you see the thing broke like that on a pencil. You can still use it, just now. You see what I'm doing with the circle? What I'm doing is I'm spreading the color. I'm picking up the layer and the colors. Now, if I was doing this in markers, it wouldn't be a big issue. It just takes a little bit of effort to do that. I learned that trick from using markers. Now, when I went from pencils to markers, it was so different because the markers actually helped me become better with my pencils. You know, with markers, it's so much different. But it's basically the same tenets as pencils. And then with markers, they dry faster. They dry really fast, some of them. So not as much. On camera, it looks like it's the same tone, but it's not. I don't know why. That's good, Keely and Emily. Stay friends. That's what we want on our streams, friendships. I do have my wish list up, so keep that in mind. The wish list is there now. So I did make a wish list. Well, the wish list has been there for a while, but because I was in the middle of moving, packing, and then staying with my brother for a little while. Yeah, I really like doing this, like this. I really like the blue in this so much. The blue is so nice in this. Now, the thing about the Prismas, Holbeins, Luminance, Pablos, Polychromos, and Luminance, and any other artist pencil you can get at Dick Blick, the Spares, through their website. But other pencils, you can't really do it like that. So I like this picture. So we have finished this one. Now we have finished the first page in Girls, what is it? Girls Around the World, or Girls of the World, volume 2. I gotta look into see which book this is. So today we used the Schriffer Faerben pencil, one Holbein pencil, and some Holbein. So for those who didn't get to see the picture that we did, the first picture that we did today, we finished this one up. So this is the picture we finished with the Schriffer Faerben. See, this is what I did when I was at the Schriffer Faerbens. So that way I would know what colors I was using. So we did this one. This is the one we did. Did this one, which I really like this one. That more. Okay, so, and this is a Color Your Hoard one because I haven't actually put it in here. When I finish a page, I always put a tab on it. So that way I know that I have finished it. Yeah, it's funny that I would put the blue tab because the theme of the picture seems to be blues on this picture today. So I guess today was like a blue color day. So I think next time maybe a mandala. We'll look at mandala next time. I think that'll be fun to do a mandala. I'll let you guys pick the colors. It's meant to be fun, you know. So we now have done 3 Tales from the Forest Kingdom. So I've done basically, see, but sometimes what I don't like is sometimes I get this nasty residue when I color. Like, you know, I'll do a page and then it'll be like a nasty residue color that goes on the book. I don't know why that happens, but it seems to be happening more and more. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. So, and stay safe, stay healthy, wear a mask when appropriate, wash your hands. Try not to touch anybody with open sores because of monkeypox. So keep that in mind. If everybody has enjoyed this stream, stay safe, everybody. Bye.